Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. And before we discuss the last, I think, 2 weeks of the show, I just want to make sure everybody comes to the Blogtalk Radio and on the Diva of Dole website and check out all of our Days interviews that Diva Carey uploaded for us. So I want to thank her for that. And also, you can find us on Twitter at Diva of Dole. We also have a Facebook page, and we're also on iTunes. And I think we have a full house here tonight. So I have Carrie, the Diva. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
And we have Anna.
Hello.
Hi. And we're on Twitter.
At Kazi Hoops.
Yeah. And I think Jen is here. Hi, Jen.
Hey, ladies. Hey, Jen. Hello.
Yeah. So we have Anna, Carrie, and Jen. We're all here tonight. So, yeah. I wanted to thank Carrie for uploading all our interviews. I know that's a job.
To make it extra challenging, I was offline for a whole week. I woke up Thanksgiving morning. I had no internet.
Right.
Oh, no. And Comcast didn't come and fix it for a week. Yeah. Yes, that was awesome. That kind of delayed everything.
Yeah, that sucks. So they're all out there, so you could check them out.
Yeah, there were some good ones. I really liked them with Deidre, and you guys finally got to interview Missy Reeves, so that was really cool. And
she was good.
Eric and Nadia. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, it came out really well. Yeah, the audio came out pretty well, and everybody was good. And Deidre, I enjoyed Deidre. I think it was probably our best one of the day. So hope everybody gets to check that out. It was a good interview.
I think she sounds like she's enjoying playing Hattie as much as we're enjoying watching.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I think she's was really enjoying that storyline. So she says Hattie's gone now, but everybody wants her back. So because she was wearing, like I said before, she was wearing that free Hattie pin, so getting a lot of comments. So you never know. People keep popping in and out of Salem. So anyway, so it's been 2 weeks since we had the show. What was that, Carrie?
I was just going to say, Nadia, the audio was a little fuzzy, so it sounded like she was joking, saying they were going to have a love triangle with Chloe, Doug, and Julie, and it sounded like Eric Martzoff actually believed her. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so, and she said something about good acting or something. Yeah, I think... either that or he was teasing with her too. I don't know. I do kind of remember that. I'd have to go back and listen again. But of course, all the pairings that they would come up, we would say like, okay, what's going on here? Brady and Chloe. Same thing when Sarah and Eric were there. And then I think we saw this week kind of when Brady came to talk to Chloe, and then right before Brady came to talk to Chloe, I think John said to Marlene or somebody said to her about, I hope Brady finds somebody. Brady needs to find somebody. And then as soon as they said that, Brady walks in and starts talking to Chloe. So I kind of think they might be going there with those two. So,
yeah, and Lucas dumped Chloe right before that scene. So Lucas broke up with her, said he's going back to Italy because Allie got drunk. So
that kind of came out. That was kind of the reason to let Lucas go, is because Allie was supposedly having problems, and he's worried that because he's an alcoholic that she could have problems, I guess. Or something about he let her have wine or something.
Mhm.
And then I guess later she must have got into it again and she got drunk. So
yeah.
now they're not really saying how old how old they are now. I don't know. There's never been any indication. Of course, we haven't seen them. So is she like 14, 15? Is she 18, 19? I don't know. They don't really say how old they are. So
yeah, the Johnny twins are the same age as my youngest son, so I think they're 13 or 14. I think it always
they are.
Okay. Yeah, I always wonder how that was going to work out. Johnny had a personality, but Sydney was too young. So I was wondering, who was going to be the Hellcat between Allie and Sydney. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I wish they would bring the
one
kids
day
back.
they could come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure when they need a new, younger set. But
yeah.
Like this current one is, older, I guess. So what are you thinking of, I guess, the younger set? What are you thinking of Ben? Everybody thinking of Ben and Sierra. They had their first date this week.
I didn't get to see it with the Bush funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it was preempted here too, but I did catch it online later. Yeah.
I thought
it was good. Did you like it?
They were cute. I gotta say though, Ben's got to learn to take her out of town for a date.
Yeah.
I mean, what was he thinking, taking her to Doug's place?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, him and Jolie.
True.
Yeah, Jolie would not serve him. I wonder why.
No.
Yeah.
It really is kind of crazy. Like, even that Claire would even sort of look at Ben thinking of what she, you know what I mean? You just have to really kind of put aside the whole serial killer thing, because he did like kill some of their relatives and stuff, But but
Sierra's the only one that believes in him.
Yeah, I like him. I like them a lot, but I also like Brooke. Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of a good triangle. It's a good triangle, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, actually, he's kind of made me, or both of them maybe, or he has made me forget really that he was a killer. From what we're seeing now. Yeah. He's kind of like totally. But it's so funny how they still reference that, and they'll still every now and then show his darker side, especially like different things when he was coming out, like when
Demira now.
Yeah, now he's Stefan hired him as security for Demira.
And it wasn't he supposed to kidnap
Wyatt, when he kind of threatened Wyatt, when he found out what Wyatt did. Yeah, that dark side still comes out, but so I don't think he's playing it like really well, too.
You know what cracked me up? The one scene. He was talking with Sierra on the phone, and they hung up, and Ted called in, and he just completely changed his personality.
Oh, yeah.
He went from romantic to threatening.
I noticed that. His voice
and
everything.
Drop of a hat.
It was like,
Yeah. I like how they do both. They show like the both sides of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's going to be interesting with
keeps
him
us guessing. Now,
with him living in the same house with Abigail now, too. Because Ben's living in the Demira mansion. Yeah, that's really awkward.
Yeah, but Abigail hasn't really run into him
Gabby,
yet since she came back.
And then Gabby technically doesn't know Ben, right? Or because Gabby with a BBY. I mean, like, I know that Abigail's just pretending to be Gabby, but she's going to have to walk that fine line because Gabby wasn't around, was she? Or, like, Gabby was a
I don't know. Or does all her alters know everything?
No, because when they were doing the DID, the storyline,
Right.
What was it? Who was the one that was always wearing the glasses?
Dr. Laura.
Laura.
Yeah.
But aren't all the DIDs aware of what happened to Abby, though? That's what I'm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
wondering.
I don't know.
That's just I don't know. But I know what you mean.
What I'm trying to say is, like, Gabby with a BBY, I wouldn't think would have a visceral reaction to him like Abigail would. I mean, if she were legitimately split again. But, like, she's just playing. She's just pretending to have split, which it kind of makes you stand on your head trying to think, okay, how's she supposed to be? It's like, oh.
Yeah, and how dumb is Stefan to fall for it?
I know. Well, he said it.
Come on, you're a Demira. You're.
Trust you. It's because
Stefan, I would like. How'd you fall for that?
That's the thing. I know they pop him upside the head. But he wants to believe it so badly.
He wants to believe it so badly. Right.
Chad fell for it too.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Chad is as dumb as they come, but
yeah,
that's not a huge
still clueless.
That's not a high bar. That's not a real high bar, Jen.
I know.
But really.
He's
they got some dumb Demiras on there right now. That's all I can say. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Of course, they're kind of disappointed in Jennifer and JJ too. They don't believe her either. Although JJ believes her more than Jennifer does. I think.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. So
I was really
Anna.
annoyed with Jennifer.
Oh, okay. Which
I
part?
was really annoyed with Jennifer. I liked it when she was mad that Chad ripped Abby from her baby and had her committed, and then she turned around and forgave him this week and said he was right. That was the right thing to do.
Right. I know. Yeah.
And I'm like, what the
Because I was
hell?
mad at Chad too. That was traumatic watching him take the baby away from her, as any mother would know. It was.
Yeah, she forgave him and then practically said he was right. And I'm like, oh, good grief, Jennifer.
Yeah, but then you gotta think, all the therapy she had was 2 weeks with Grandma. Are we really supposed to believe that cured her?
Yeah,
that's what they think.
And
I mean, Grandma does none of anything, so.
Right, and the thing is, too, Abby was completely sane when she killed Andre. I mean, it was an accident, but she did kill him. She split after it happened.
Yep.
Right.
So, and she got away with it. It's not like, that's the thing, there wasn't any sign that she was crazy before it happened.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my opinion, in a court of law, she would have been convicted and put in prison. They wouldn't have fallen for this crap, even if Marlena testified on her behalf, because she went crazy afterwards.
Yep.
You have to establish you're crazy before it happened. But,
that's true.
What do I know? I got to say though, I'm happy Kate Mancy's back. I never really cared for Marcy Miller. Like
you
Marcy
either?
when she was, I did not like her. I thought she was boring as hell. Just,
Yeah. What do you think? And I was just going to say, I like the Gabby character. I liked her Gabby character, though, with Stefan. I think more so than Kate Mancy's Gabby with Stefan. But I don't know. Haven't given it a chance yet, though. She's
not
really
being
starting.
She's not playing. Yeah, she's not overplaying it or whatever.
But I always like Kate Mancy as Abby, though, too. And I always liked her with Chad. I really liked her with Ben. Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I grew to like her, I guess. I'd say. And I did like Kate Mancy with Ben too.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, those two. Oh my God.
Yeah, they were good.
Ben has chemistry with everybody, though.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
He's one of those interesting actors that, he's really talented.
Oh yes. Now, I could believe, would be a Demira. He would be perfect.
I could believe he would be a Demira over some of the ones that are playing Demira.
Over Chad, yeah.
Over Chad, right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he would be good up again if they would have kept Andre or Tony with Stefan.
Yeah.
And that, I think they would have been all good. They would have been good together. They didn't have quite enough scenes together, I didn't think. Mm-hmm. So, Anna, how about that other Demira, Kate?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Kate?
We had
such a bad girl.
Had a couple of weeks. We had actually had a couple of weeks where Kate was on pretty regularly. Might have even been like 7 episodes out of 10, which was shocking.
She's been on a lot. Well, she's involved in a couple different storylines now. Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I'm trying not to cough. Excuse me. But yeah, so I made a few notes just to kind of, because we've been off for a few weeks and stuff, and so I went back a couple weeks and made some Kate notes that kind of highlight that she's in those 2 different storylines. I went back to like the week after Thanksgiving, so for 2 weeks, then I guess, and so we got some Cayman scenes.
Yes.
Where
awesome.
Roman went to her place, yes, and sorry, I'm having respiratory issues, and so he went to her hotel room, I guess, because Kate needs a mansion. Damn it, come on. I don't care if it's Kyriakis or Demira, but she needs a darn mansion. She is not should not be relegated to a hotel room. The end. No. Anyway. So he came over and she looked amazing. She had this leather vest on, black leather vest with long sleeve, really pretty pant outfit. Anyway, so he came over, and he's like, look, we're gonna work together to bring Stefan down, and they they basically toast to their new grandbaby, their new granddaughter, and then let's see, then Roman's like, okay, we got to bring Stefan down. I'm done. I'm over it. He's tried to destroy you. He's tried to destroy Steve and Kayla, and he goes, I'm done, And so then she starts kind of like, well, there might be some things. He's like, well, why was he blackmailing you anyway, and that kind of thing. And she's like, maybe there's some reasons, like slowly but surely. But anyway,
she never really did come out and tell Roman, right? She didn't never.
But
she never really did come out and tell him exactly.
Well, it's like the thing with Kate. There's so many secrets that she could reveal 1 or 2 of them and still keep a couple of them quiet. So I don't think she really wanted to tell Roman that that their grandson Will had killed somebody, because that's what she was thinking had happened with Leo at the time.
Right.
So let's see. So where was I? So they and he called her Tatey 2 or 3 times, didn't he? I mean, was that the episode? I'm trying to remember. Anyway, they had some good chemistry. Oh, and Roman started listing off some of the names, like, well, you haven't always made, you do, you haven't always had the best judgment. Stefano, Andre, Stefano, Clyde,
all the
Andre,
yeah, all the husbands,
all the bad guys, and he listed like 4 of them, and she says, well, I do like the bad guys or something. And then she walks by and she says, you be, I made an exception for you, or something like that. It was really cute. Yeah. And then as he was kind of grilling her, then she goes, okay, I lied. I love that line. And she did it. It was like, okay, I lied. Let's see. Yeah. And so I'm trying to think, did that really go anywhere, though? Because I think they finally realized, like, she said, well, I know that Stefan got rid of Ted. I don't know where he is, but he's not. Roman's like, did he kill him? What's going on? You know. And then she's like, no, but he's not supposed to be coming back. And then, you know, she plays for him some audio of Stefan saying that he had kind of taken care of Ted to where he, not implying that he was dead, but that he was far away and not able to escape, let's say, where he was. Yeah. But then he says, then on the tape he says, on the phone recording he says, because, you know, if he ever did get loose, we could be in trouble. You and I both each could be in trouble for some major crimes or something. And so Kate's like, see, isn't that enough to get him? And he's like, no, actually, it would get you too, because what crimes did you commit? You know. And so,
right.
And
he says about when you're ready to tell me, you know, we can work together when you're ready to let me know.
Yeah. So I think that's. Did they did that ever get followed up on, or was that kind of like, I don't remember that going anywhere
with them
too far after that, but
no.
Yeah, but it was fun to see the Kanan scenes. It definitely. And then
with those two, that was it.
The other thing that was revealed that on that episode, I think was the 27th, was that Leo, or maybe it was the 26th he was revealed, but anyway, Leo's back. Leo was not dead when he was rolled up in that carpet.
Leo
so
is
we
not
can talk
dead.
About that we can talk about that as a separate story, but as far as it applies to Kate, let's see, she, and then at one point Kate runs into Kayla at the hospital and basically says, Marianne, what have we always said about how there's that double standard between the Bradys and the DeMiras? The DeMiras are all bad. The Bradys are perfect. They're good. They're wonderful.
No matter what they do, right.
It's hypocrisy. So I loved how, even though I love Kayla, I loved how Kate was basically like, you know, thanks for diming me out, you know, basically, because Kayla was the one that took the picture of her at with Ted, Ted, right? And Stefan's like, so she's the one that got her into trouble with Stefan, I think, right? Am I remembering all that correctly?
Right.
And so Kate basically calls her on the carpet, and she kind of basically admits that it's hypocritical of her to claim some moral high ground over Kate, but then she wouldn't really admit that she was worse than Kate or something like, or as bad as Kate. It's kind of funny, but anyway, so they kind of have
didn't
like
do
a
as
little
many bad things.
They came to a kind of a gentlewoman's understanding, shall we say? I think is that fair to say? Is that? But I loved how I loved how she kind of verbalized what we've often said, which is, you know, look at how crooked the Bradys are. As much as we love them, you know, they're not that much better than the DeMiras. Let's see. I'm starting to lose my voice again. Let's see. And then, so I loved that. And then, let's see. And then, let's see. Oh, and then Gabby and Kate had some scenes. And, Kate, Kate's been saying for a while, you need to let Chad know now that he's the father of the baby. And let him know. And Rafe walked up right as they were talking about, you know, this secret or whatever, and he overheard. He's like, so what are you keeping from everybody? And then Kate, I know Gabby's like, you know, that Gabby really that Abigail really has lost it. She really has. And, you know, nobody believes me. And so she basically gets Kate to stand up for her, to like say, yeah, she really is great. You know, she really has lost it again. Because Rafe wasn't really believing his little sister. And so Kate basically lies to Rafe. And to help Gabby. Yeah. And I loved it how well, you know, Kate, well, how do you say it? You know you can trust Kate, Rafe.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Yeah,
right.
Let's see how they played that. or Kate would never lie to you, or something like that. And then, let's see, and then, okay, so anyway, along the way, over the couple weeks, but basically with that story arc with Gabby, basically she just has been Kate's been very consistent in saying, you need to go ahead, push this along, let Chad know. And Gabby's been kind of like, yeah, well, she's a baby. Charlotte's a baby. She's not going to remember these first 2 weeks. I want it to go a little bit longer because I really want Stefan to get really attached. He's going to bring that baby home, and I want to wait until he brings that baby home before I lower the boom.
Yeah.
And because she had she got in and printed out the paternity results, which she has her fingerprints all over it. Has anybody else thought about that? I hope she had put some gloves on and made a copy before she tried to leave that anywhere.
But,
anyway.
And her and Kate are trying to figure out how they're going to do this.
Yeah.
How they're going to get it, Chad the information without it implicating those two. Yeah.
Don't you just love how Kate's the sounding board? Like, she's throwing out ideas, and Kate's like, well, what about this? Oh, that's true. And then Gabby said, well, I'll just do it this way. And they finally decide that Stefan needs to be planted with the information, and they're going to try to make it seem like Stefan discovered it, right, or sped it up.
Or Stefan was the one that changed it. Yeah, and he has
changed
the real result.
And that he wanted Gabby with a BBY, he'd do anything for that. So he basically switched it because he was devastated that the baby wasn't his, switched the results, and because he wants the mother that comes with the baby. And so she, at the end of, I think it's Friday.
On the end of Friday, right?
Because some of it was preempted, but on Friday too. But I tried to watch it online, and Gabby tries to get into the safe at the mansion to put that in there, and then somehow did they figure out a way? Somehow they were going to lead Chad to figure out something about it, and then catch Stefan red-handed with the real results in the safe. But she was trying to crack the safe with her little, stethoscope and everything, and she couldn't get it to crack open. And then she didn't realize Abigail had come home to the mansion with Stefan. So she thinks the boys are out, and she sneaks in, tries to crack the safe to leave that paternity test, and then hears somebody in the hallway, scrambles to kind of put the telescope up and close the Stefano portrait where was hiding the safe, and then she's like trying to cram it in her purse and everything when Abigail walks through the door, and she's shocked to see Abigail there. She turns around, she's like, "What are you doing here?" And Abigail's wearing the long dark wig, and she's
Gabby,
saying, "Well, funny, that's exactly what I was." Yeah, it was a Gabby wig, but she's still Abigail. They're making sure that the audience can tell that it's really Abigail doing this, because as she's coming down the stairs, she's like, "I'm going to divorce this jerk and take my baby and get out of here."
It's Abigail pretending to be Gabby.
So to the audience, we know she's faking it, but she's trying to fool everybody else. So she's got her badass Gabby with a BBY wig on, and she's like, "Yeah, I was just about to ask you the same thing, as in, why is she there?" And she was surprised to find her there, and that's kind of how it ended on Friday with that story. So this week maybe we'll see a SmackDown. Maybe some wigs will be pulled and some heels will be thrown. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Gabby's it's going to come out sooner or later.
Yeah.
Gabby's going to. They're going to find out. But that's going to be good when that happens.
Playing this, when the way Camille is playing it though, it's kind of interesting because Jen, weren't you the one that said she played a really great crazy person on One Life to Live?
Oh yes.
And don't you get the feeling like she's bordering crazy herself? Because of the way she's gotten so into this. So it's really fascinating how she's acting very rational and normal, in a way, but it's almost scary how I think Kate's even a little worried, oh my gosh, I'm really into
Yeah,
this.
you're really like going over the
Kate's almost
over the edge.
I think Kate even said something like that to her when they were talking at one point. Like,
it's even too much for Kate.
Almost,
Yeah.
Like Gabby was like, I learned from the best. She goes like, well, I think Kate kind of was giving the indication that maybe this is a little farther than she would even go. And she feels bad about Chad. And I'm losing my voice. I'm going to stop talking for a little bit. Maybe somebody else can take the story arc that Kate's in with the whole Leo thing, because I'm going to have to mute myself for a second because I'm coughing.
Okay. Does anybody want to talk about the Leo?
I am loving Leo.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I want him and Sunny together. I like them.
Yeah, so he's alive, and he's blackmailing Sunny because he wants Sunny to marry him.
Yep.
So Leo's alive, and then he ends up letting it out that Kate was the one that was behind everything. So and then Will confronts Kate, and I don't know, Will didn't seem that upset with Kate. It was Sunny that was the one that really let her have it.
Can't blame him.
But she did come back. She did come. Yeah, I can't blame him either. I like that. So he really let her have it. But she did come to apologize, which was surprising. Saying that.
Well, and she said she was going to try to make it right by making it public. Not only was she sorry, but she was going to make it public. And then Leo was like, well, if you do that, that's not going to work. So it kind of gives Kate an out because she was saying to make it right with Sunny and Will that she would publicly admit what had happened. But now Leo's coming back with the hammer. He wants to get that ring on it so he can have the plush life. So he's not giving up easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying Leo. He is funny, and his lines are funny.
Oh my God, he is horrible.
I know he had some good.
I like him a lot. Am I the only one that likes him a lot better this time around than the time before?
Me too.
I couldn't stand him before.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious now. I like the way they're writing him down because he's like eating their. He's like, yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah,
because
I didn't like Xander at first. I hated him.
He was schmarmy before, and it's like he comes up and he's eating their pie. He's like, well, there's a little bit too much allspice, but it's really pretty good. He's just like making himself at home.
Yeah, this is like the second time back. He's a little different, and you're enjoying him. Oh, and he made the comments about the carpet.
Yeah.
Oh, so you need a new carpet. Yeah. So how do you like how they explained everything? I guess he was still alive and wrapped up in the car, and I guess is Ted the one that found him?
I think so. Yeah.
Involved in all
this.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, that
and
started
he told
this
Will
whole.
Never be a doctor.
Yeah, don't be a doctor. Yeah. Well, he said you didn't have a pulse. You weren't alive. Didn't have a pulse. Well, obviously I did. He said. Oh. Yeah. And then we have the whole Ted thing. He gets away from Stefan, and because Kate had him, Stefan get him away, and because of the whole Will thing now. But now, I guess he goes to Hope to have Hope help him, protect him from Stefan. But she will only do it if he gets Ben to confess.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of that? It's like they were both playing each other. He didn't realize that when he was talking to Ben, that Ben was working with Stefan. Yeah. So then and then of course in this whole situation, Hope is protecting him. So they go out to the Horton cabin, and there's wine there and all this, and she's telling Rafe that she's staying at Jennifer's, and he finds out that she really wasn't. So now he's thinking that she's cheating on him. So, and then somehow they track down with her cell, so he knows exactly where to go to that house, and he comes and he finds Ted taking a shower.
Mm-hmm.
that whole scenario is. I don't know, what did you think about that?
I like tennis.
Hope should be removed as commissioner. She did try to entrap Ben. And nothing she did was
she
legal.
Needs to give that up.
Yeah,
she's fired.
And she did a horrible job of trying to cover up what she was doing to Rafe. And Rafe goes around and tells everybody in town that he thinks his wife might be cheating on him. And he told everybody. He told Julie. I guess Jennifer didn't hit too much. She called and asked her to cover for her, and she really didn't. And he was complaining.
No, she didn't.
That
surprised me. I thought Jennifer would.
Eli. Yeah, I mean, he's acting a little stalkerish. And this is kind of creepy. I mean, he knows it probably has something to do with Ben, and I'm running around town acting like she's cheating on him. It's just too much. I have to say though, I think Ted and Hope do have chemistry though.
I like them together.
Yeah, I think they're cute.
Hope and Ted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's where that's going. Finally, they're getting Hope away from Rafe. It should have happened a long time ago, really. And isn't there, I've been hearing, isn't Jordan coming back?
Yeah.
I heard Jordan's coming back with Rafe's baby.
Oh.
Did you hear that? I heard those rumors. And that's another thing to break up. I don't know. But anyway. Then, how'd you like Abe and Sheila?
Oh.
I
trying to organize
Val.
for
I like
him?
Val.
Oh, Val. Oh, yeah. Well, she left. I guess she took a job, but she went back to D.C.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of went over that with John and Marlena was talking to Abe. And he was supposed to go see her the weekend, but then she said she couldn't see him, so that'll probably be the last we hear of her now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Sheila.
But I'm kind of liking Sheila and Abe.
I love Sheila. I think she's hilarious, but
she is.
Over. I mean,
how'd you like
she's only in the late 40s, so I don't understand why they're putting her with Abe, who I think is probably close to 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Abe? Yeah, he's up there, although he looks great for his age, but yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, he does. But Sheila was funny with Eli, like giving the impression that they had sex in the shower.
Yeah.
To Lonnie, when Lonnie came in and caught them, and of course Eli wasn't correcting her or anything, because he admitted to Lonnie that he wanted to see if she would get jealous, which she did. And she finally admitted her feelings for him. So I guess they're going to start dating or whatever now.
I like Lonnie and Eli. They're good.
Yeah,
I like the way they've written for them. They do, now that there's been all this connection emotionally, there's a lot of chemistry, I think. At first I wasn't really on board with it because I liked him with Gabby, but they did the right thing with that story and with their relationship, and now it's like, oh yeah.
What do you think about the Eric Brady fight? That was how they were both accusing, each other.
How did Brady not know Eric was going to punch him? It was pretty damn obvious Eric was going to punch him. I mean, Brady pushed every single
by what he said.
Buttons. Yeah, right. He threw. He's the reason why Holly's a orphan, and Eric's the one who killed Daniel, and he pushed every single button he could find. So he should have known he was going to get punched.
Yeah. But Brady was still, a lot of different things back and forth. And, of course, when we had that, we had Maggie and Sarah had the discussion right before that of Holly.
Yeah.
She tried to convince her mom to let, because Maggie doesn't want to give Holly up, and Sarah said, you know, Nicole wanted Eric to raise her, so she was going to go talk to Eric. Well, then she saw that, and now she doesn't want to. And it seems like Sarah is going to, but that's going to be conflict with Sarah and her mother. It looks like she's taking Eric's side. And I think I heard somewhere that Chloe's going to want to try to get custody of Holly, and Brady's going to help her. Yeah. So we have all that going on in that story.
But who would want Victor anywhere near that child?
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Maggie did make what Sarah, she says, are you trying to say that I'm too old to raise Holly? And Sarah said, no, that's not. Yeah, that's probably what you meant. Oh. Is there anything else? Anybody can think of anything else?
Not that I can think of.
I want to say any stories? Any other comments or?
No.
Nope. I did.
Never mind. I was trying to think. So what we're seeing now is filmed what? June?
Yeah.
About five or 6 months ago.
So when was Tyler Christopher last on? Like, what day did they? You know, did he have that issue that?
About 2-3 weeks ago,
day?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Tyler Christopher?
Sometime in November.
Oh, really? Tyler Christopher was just then?
It happened, yeah, but he's going to be on for a while. I don't think he's there now.
I know. I thought
maybe
I'm thinking of when. So the last film date for Chat for Billy Flynn was mid-August, right? Is that right?
That might be about right.
Okay, I was thinking.
But we'll see him into next year. We'll see him into February probably.
Right.
Tyler will probably see.
May. Okay, I thought he'd been gone longer than that.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out
know.
when he'd be seen.
Okay.
So
I just wanted to talk a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to talk about the Days app a little bit. If anybody, I don't know if anybody has seen the Days app. And I have. Has anybody seen it?
I haven't really played it yet.
Yeah, there's all kinds of.
Cool.
I mean, you should go check it out. There's all kinds of neat features
cool
on there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different things like each actor talks. The one time somebody will do recaps. They'll answer questions. They give the scoops. They'll play games. They do auditions. It's all kinds of different things. Or they'll talk about themselves personally, like Deidre and Christian. That's like they something about getting to know the actors more personal, than just their characters. Getting to know the actors. So, and so we have a caller on the line. Bobby's on the line. He wants to talk about the app. He tried to call a couple of weeks ago. We couldn't get him on. So I'm going to bring him on, and we're going to talk about the app. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Hey, it's been a while since Hey, guys. It's been a while
Bobby.
Yeah. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's been a while since I last talked to you guys before, because I've been kind of busy, and with all these preemptions and stuff, it just made it hard for me to watch Days over the summer. And I've been getting more into watching Bold and Beautiful now than Days, but not because of Sarah who was on there a couple of months ago is now on Days, but because I've just been getting more into Bold and Beautiful lately. But anyways, I just want to say the way I'm looking at the whole situation with what Gabby have gone and Abigail have gone through as far as what we have seen emotionally, I think it goes back to what the actors have done with their Lifetime movies in the last few months. I mean, Kill a Caregiver. We saw Camille, the way she behaved in that movie. Look at the way Gabby's acting now, and we have seen what Abigail having her breakdowns and passed away. Kate Manson had played it. It's the same thing we've seen in her Lifetime movies, and for a while I thought Ron was just recycling old One Life to Live scripts that were given to Jessica and Vicky just to give to Marcy Miller and eventually Kate Manson as far as this whole multiple personality thing that Abigail was going through. But the real reason, hello? Hello? Yeah, but the real reason why I wanted to call was definitely talk about the app. It's probably it's a neat thing because I got a chance to maybe just play around with, just hear some of the actors' interviews, look at the profiles, get up-to-minute breaking news. Because with the Melissa Reed Take 5 thing that was featured in Soap Digest a couple weeks ago, I got a chance to check it out and just really know more of what she was saying in the interview on the app, and as well as in the Soap Digest book when I read it. And it was just great to know more about Lindsay Godfrey, who plays Sarah. And I'm sure that once I listen to the podcast with the interview you did with her and Greg Vaughn, then I probably will just know more about Lindsay that I haven't know already, other than the fact that I just know that she has done the acting for a long time, and she was on Bold and Beautiful for a while, and she had a child, and with her accident that broke both of her legs, and I'm just so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, but going to New York, hopefully I'll just get a chance to watch maybe more days going into New York, barring any more breaking news or weather problems that might happen locally or on a national basis.
Right. You like the app though? It's very
the app is great. I like the app. Mm-hmm. I like the app. Yeah. I'm just trying to find a way to just ask certain questions, but this is a great app, and I'm glad they had it out during the.
You can ask questions on there too.
Yeah, because there's so many questions I want to ask Day Stars that even when you get them on, or when Carly has them on my show or other online shows, it's just, or have live Facebook chats, it's just different than what happened. Because even with the interviews that you did at Days of Days, or the interviews I heard Freddie and Alyssa do with the Day Stars on their podcast for the last couple of weeks, is nothing compared to this app where I can get to know them a little bit more better and stuff like that with the different interviews. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting come the beginning of the year what happens there. And like I said, I probably will watch now because, as I said earlier, I'm watching these days more. I'm watching Bold and Beautiful these days, and a little bit less days these days. But come the beginning of the year, I will probably watch a lot more, and it'll be great. And by the way, before I go, I just want to just say I have admired what Jen Lilly did in her movie Mingo All the Way last week, because I watched that on the Hallmark Channel, and it basically Jen and I probably came from two different things, because with what her character was doing with her for the holidays, finding a date through a online service, that's almost similar to what I done about a year ago. But I didn't lie about having a girlfriend or a boyfriend when I didn't having a girlfriend at the time when I didn't have one. I didn't lie.
Okay.
But it's
I have to watch that movie yet.
Yeah, okay. But like I said, it's just great to see what happens. And I think if you look into the beginning of the year, and I know you all will have your predictions and stuff like that, I think there's 3 couples on Days that you need to watch closely and see how that will work. There's, of course, Ben and Sierra. I'm watching closely on how that will play out. Sarah and Eric, it'd be interesting how that plays out, and it'd be interesting to see what happens if with Bray and Chloe down the road, especially if when Eve comes back, how that's going to play out.
Okay.
So because you forgot that Eve's coming back on New Year's Day, according to what Cassie said. So so that's something else that's going to be very interesting that's going to play out. But other than that, I'm just glad I got a chance to talk about what's going on in Days and I've just been way behind the Days because of the busy schedule, and every time I wanted to see it, there's been either breaking news or I don't have time, and I've been watching Bold and Beautiful more than Days, but hopefully by the end of the holidays, once the Winter Classic with the hockey game on January 1st is over, I'll probably get a chance to watch it more during the afternoon along with Bold and Beautiful, and just just keep updating. And of course, also have the stars just catch up with everything with me in case I miss the episode during that time between during the last week of December and the first week of January. I can just probably get a recap right before I go back. But it's been a great pleasure talking to you all tonight, and thank you for taking my call. And it's been a while, but I'll try to come back. I'll try to come back. So you all have a good night.
Nice hearing from you, Bobby. All right.
Thanks.
Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. So anything more? I know the date. Make sure to check out the Days app because I've really been enjoying it. There's a lot of different features to it. So.
Yeah, I downloaded it and I looked a little bit, but I definitely want to look at some of the interviews and different things I want to.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job with it. So.
Well, cool. I think it's pretty cool that they invested in doing an app. Don't you guys think that? I mean, that's really kind of neat that they decided to do that.
Now, where would I find that? On the Day site?
No, just on App Store. It's free.
Like if you go to the App
Store?
Store?
App Store. You just type in Days.
Like Google Play?
I think I typed in Days, and one of the options was Days of Our Lives, and it's dual. It says dual, like the dual app or something like that. Okay.
Yeah, if you just type in Days of Our Lives, because I got it on the Play Store. Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's different. Like I know there's a lot of there's a lot of Lauren on there. She's on there quite a bit.
Yeah, I got to check that out.
Different things.
I was noticing
talking about
earlier.
her character. Yeah. There was one that she was talking about all her kids, and she says yes, and I know all their names, and she named all her kids, all Kate's kids. And she says I do know all Kate's kids. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So.
That we know of. That we know of.
That we know of.
There could always be more out there. You never know.
And there's another good one. Yeah, they do different auditions. Like Eric Martzoff will audition for John Black, or different ones or Sammy Brady or something like that. They have to, and they do an audition and they act like that character, which is kind of cute. It was kind of fun to watch.
Oh, neat.
And there was just one on with how much do you know about your co-star? And they had Brian Datillo and Ali Sweeney doing. They'd ask questions to see if they would match. Good. Yeah, if they would match. Yeah, that was. Yeah, they have that too.
I think it's nice. I'm glad that Ali Sweeney has still stayed connected to the show. It's nice because it seems like it gives her more balance in her life to do some of the other things she wants to do and have some mom time and everything too. And yet we also, I know Jen, at least I know you're not a big Sammy fan, and I'm hot and cold, but I like Allie a lot. Sammy depends. I like her when she and Kate are frenemies. That's about the most of it probably. But I like though that she does stay connected to the show. I think it brings some history and some anyway. So that's cool that she did that Q&A with Brian. Now if we could just bring Brian back.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if she does come back sooner or later.
Hope so.
Yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
We got to get the man.
Is there anything else?
We got to get the real Demira
who?
back.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
These
wimpy ones they have on there now. Exactly.
All right, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. All right then. I guess that's
all right.
Thanks everybody for We'll
all right.
See what happens next time. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Have a good night, ladies.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye.